Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. Turn starts inside the 15. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Now it's second down here. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Makes a quick catch. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows it.
The pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. They get him down after a short return, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36.
Oh, just a tough way to start this game for this offense. Throwing an interception on their very first drive. Now, see how their own defense will do, but they cannot panic, make a couple adjustments, and get ready next time they get the ball.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Oh, and it's picked off. He went up high to grab that football.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envisioned this game getting started. You see an interception early, you're thinking, okay, great opportunity. Bang, they throw an interception right back. So everything is even. We can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field.
The Gators offense retakes the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Throws a stiff arm. And he went out of bounds after a short gain on that run. The gain makes it second and medium. He'll hand it off. Enough for a first down at the 37.
Boy, a nice first down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Damian Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rhett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. The pocket breaking down. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held onto the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Russian coming, and they've got him again.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. The Miami offense back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Running past the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Miami.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he doesn't field it cleanly. The ball is loose. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Looking to pass here on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not a long return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense and the sophomore making an impact play.
Well, good job here getting into the backfield and coming up with this sack here by the defensive line from the Florida Gators. And, Chris, you think about Florida, you think about defensive linemen, you think about an incredible history and legacy that they've had over the years. Start with Javon Curse, the freak, what he was able to do. And Kevin Carter, all the sacks he came up with. Dante Fowler, such speed off the edge. Even Derek Harvey, boy, he had an incredible year in 06 when the Gators won the national championship. And we're still seeing them dominate the line of scrimmage today.
They look to throw it here on second down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it. Don't want to waste this good field position, but it's third down and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Down quickly after the catch, but the ball at the 14 sets up the red zone opportunity now.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
That's what I love about this running back is he's so dangerous after the catch. You know, you look at him, you think about the ability to run between tackles or even bounce it outside, and that's great. But what makes him really one of the more dangerous backs in the country is this right here. Catch the ball in the backfield, make people miss, and take it into the end zone.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's an out route, the catch made, and he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Looking to throw it on first down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield.
Well, it has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down. The rule of the catch, a big gainer. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle. The Gators will come to the line to run the hurry up. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And he throws the ball out of bounds. They're smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Back to throw again. Makes a quick grab. Touchdown, Florida. Strong game by this quarterback.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Looks left and finds his target there. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It is intercepted. Touchdown, Gators. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. Wow, a takeaway and a touchdown. We are all tied up with a spot in the championship game at stake.
Well, the timing of this, not just coming up with this turnover, but the defense, opportunistic awareness, and being able to turn that into a touchdown. As you said, Chris, a tie game. Now everything's in front of us. Who wants to get to the championship the most?
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. The returner coughs up the football inside their own 20.
That is an incredible job by this kickoff coverage team. You don't see many turnovers on kickoffs, but they just gifted their offense with a bonus possession.
They'll hand it off. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a
a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And here comes the Miami offense back out on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking downfield. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Physical running. Fights off the defender. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Great, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him, but it's a first down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. It's a shotgun run call. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Tries the right with a quick throw. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Going the other way, can they catch him? Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Chris, that's his 3rd interception in this game alone. If he's going to stay in this game, he's got to do a better job of protecting the football.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. And looking for a big play here. Caught near the goal line. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the Gators looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. 2nd and goal for the offense. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
They're setting out to try the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he lofts one deep over the middle. pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Incompletion makes it second down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? It's caught. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The Canes will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Trying for a 4th down completion. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender when he throws the interception.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He's moving out of the pocket now. There's a wide open receiver, complete. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a 1st down and goal right there.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. But they'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. Extra point makes it 35-14. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Looks to the left, and it's complete. He's found some room at the 45. Big gain, moves the ball across midfield to the 45. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the gun, he looks for an open man. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch.
He's looking deep here. The catch is made inside the 10. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there. 1st and goal. Good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. Heavy blitz look here, pre-snap. Catch made on the right side. Touchdown for the U. This quarterback on fire today. They'll set up for the PAT. PAT cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-21. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the Florida offense retakes the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. That'll be a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
And it's taken at the 25. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. First down. Looking to throw the football. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Getting set. Here's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Not a great return, but the interception writes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position.
And the ball to the ground. Looks like the offense able to recover it there. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Powers now has our halftime update. The Gators will kick this away to begin the second half. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Lets it go. It's caught downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Nice play here. We'll have to see if this defense stays in man coverage after giving up that big play.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. And the Canes come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long. Now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
The Gators offense retakes the field. The shotgun handoff here. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Here's the second down play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Across the 45 now. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. The Gators looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Same tailback, another carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Because that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating.
That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. He's got some room and some blockers here. The 30. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize.
And he scores. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Lining up to try the extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And now the running back's got it again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Slides the quick throw. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws. They are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
That's a design quarterback keeper. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And they'll stop him after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Breaks loose at the 40. Explosive play, and the offense will set up now inside the 30-yard line. Well, they trust the running game on third down there and come up with a huge chunk play.
Chris, to me it looked like the defense was just selling out to try to come up with a stop on third down, and once the back got the yards he needed, he looked a little bit surprised. He was still on his feet and looked around and saw that he had room to run and picked up some big yards.
And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And here's the handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Boy, as a head coach, you preach fourth quarter offense all year long. The importance of being able to finish out a game. This is a great example. They have secured this football, this drive. They've been able to convert on third downs, and they keep moving this clock. This is a clinic on how to run a 4-minute offense.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on play.
Defenses all around the country got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Third down play here out of the shotgun. He's running out of time here. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Interesting call here, Chris, to drop the ball on third and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at fourth down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. Rolling the dice a bit, up one possession and going for it on fourth down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gators. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good, so the lead is 12 here in the fourth quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The D coordinator showing heavy blitz pre-snap. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looks to the left, pass caught. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Hurricanes looking to use the out-tempo offense here.
Hey, it's a nice game here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to winning.
Second down after that previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He's going to take off. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Hey, guys up front lined up. It's first down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Now the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend but don't break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
On first and 10, looking to throw. He pulls it in for a big gain. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now. The Hurricanes trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Russell's across the goal line. Touchdown, Miami. Kirk, you look for rust. You look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast, but I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. It's a heavy formation. Extra blockers on the field. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
The game makes it second and medium. Takes the handoff again. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. Handoff to the right side. And it works. The first down to the 35.
Boy, Chris, to me, the defense looks like they're dropping back in zone coverage, worried about a pass play here on third down. Instead, the offense elects to run the ball, catches them off guard, and it's good enough for a first down.
And the Gators begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Handoff here from the shotgun. The Gators keep the football on the move.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
They continue to pound away on the ground. Brings up a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. That's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger, as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.